I got for like and subscribe to my channel and be sure to click the bell button.
Hello family, welcome to my channel. My name is Sweetie and this is Losing the Fluff, where we use walking workouts and low impact workouts to lose weight, and I really just focus on overall better health. I just want to take a moment to thank you for joining me because I'm on my journey for better health, and I really do enjoy having people to walk with me. And I do walk and talk, and we talk about life, my life, and I like to motivate people. So thanks for joining me today. Now before we get started, go ahead and get yourself a container, cup, glass, bottle of water, and keep it somewhere nearby so that way if at any point during this video you feel dehydrated, pause me. I ain't going nowhere. Do hydrate yourself though, and then just get back to it, because on this channel, giving up on yourself is never an option. So if you start the video, go ahead and finish it, because you want to show yourself mentally and subconsciously that you can finish what you started. Now before we get started, I am going to stretch. So stretch with me if you want to, or do your own stretches, but do stretch. Start by taking our hands up. Now, come up on your tippy toes. Let me back up. I want you to come up on your tippy toes and hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Bring your arms down, and we're going to go back up again for another 5-second round. Let's take it up. Now come up on your tippy toes and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down off your toes, back on flat footing. Bring your arms back down. Right here, feet out. Let's do helicopter arms. 1. You're only moving your upper torso, and make sure holding that tummy so we can work our abs through this workout. 2, 3. This feels good. 4. I'll tell you why in a minute. 5. Okay, hands down. Let's do the warrior. And then we'll get into our workout. Position your feet like so. Left foot should be facing this way. Your right foot should be facing this way. And then your legs, you should have a nice, like a 90-degree triangle. You're going to bring our arms back up. Look down your middle finger. Use it as a guide. Comfortably lean your right foot forward. And let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What you do to one side, you do to the next. So I'm repositioning my feet like so. See, now you can see my step counter. We're going to look down our left little finger. Lean our left leg comfortably forward and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to the top. Now let's walk. Yeah. Let's walk it off. Let's go. Let's walk. I'm excited, family. So today, when you see this video, it's my birthday. So, yay to me. I'm 47. But in reality, family, when I'm making this video, it's the day before my birthday. So happy Indigenous Peoples Day. If you are indigenous to America, like I am, this is your day. And later, I plan on, I want to do my makeup. I want to put on my headdress. I'm going to get my, it's called like a 5-finger guitar, I think. I forgot. But I do like to play this. It's an indigenous instrument. It reminds me of a harp, something that I've always loved since I was a small child. And so we're going to get dressed up. I'm going to put on my Hustle Gang shirt. I'm going to look very similar to the lady on the shirt. And you know what? I'll put it in the video. I'll put it in the video. You can see how I look for Indigenous Peoples Day. But yes, I'm celebrating my birthday. because when you see this is my birthday. And so, first of all, let me say thank you to my 91 subscribers. I just want to thank you all so very much for subscribing to my channel and coming and walking with me and doing low impact workouts with me. It has made the world of difference for me in my life and for the consistency that I've been looking for to have a Fluff family. So thank you all. You are my Fluff family. And together, we're going to lose the Fluff. Right? So let's go, Fluff family, let's walk. Let's get these steps in today. Let's get these steps in at the start of the day. So, the reason why I'm sore, I'll tell y'all. So for my birthday, my baby sister, because I have two sisters, one of my sisters had a baby, and I told y'all it was very high risk. And my sister and the baby were in the hospital for 2 weeks at the end of August. That's my kid sister. I refer to one as my kid sister and one as my baby sister. My baby sister, she took me to concert for my birthday. It was celebrating, the concert I think was called Celebrating 20 Years of T-Pain. And so, I'm thinking to myself like, yeah, you know, I like T-Pain, but I don't love him. Cause, right, I don't actually listen to that type of music anymore, but it's fun for me to look back on my life and the things that I once loved. And so I was game for the concert, I was. So, but it wasn't in my city, it was in the next city over. So we went, and it was great, it was amazing. Now, me, I like to dance. I love to dance. And so, one thing I have recognized about myself, and I want y'all to answer if this is true for you, especially if you're a person that has, like, dealing with leg, foot, or knee pain. When I dance, I feel nothing. None of those aches and pains, they don't bother me. Honestly, like when I call it like when I'm in the zone, I feel nothing. So, the T-Pain, when he came out, of course, right, because he was a headliner, and then I didn't listen to any T-Pain songs leading up to the concert. I didn't need to like build myself up for it. I just wanted to go and enjoy the show. So I did because I couldn't even remember. He sang half the songs he sung. And so I was out there and the songs are coming on and I'm just like, hey, you know, just enjoying it. And then when I started really enjoying it, you know, I was really dancing. I was getting it in. Like, getting it into the point where I had to realize, oh man, these people just put out their phone and they're recording me because I'm getting it in so good. So I was like, yeah, I don't like that though. So I stopped. I stopped. But that happens when I go out, y'all. Like, people think because I'm fluffier, I have no moves. Pause. I got lots of moves. And I know how to work my fluffy body. So, at the end of the day, it was an outdoor concert. Let me tell you that part. And the weather I was worried I was gonna be cold. I had on a dress, but it was a sweater dress. But I dressed in layers and then I had, I'll show y'all. I'll put it in this video. I'll show y'all what my outfit was for the concert. And so I was warm. We were outside and I went and it was cool because they had like these wine slushy trucks. So I got like a little can. Who knew wine came in a can family? They got me a little can of wine. Keep myself warm because you know alcohol warms you up in the cold. And so I didn't want to be cold. So that was the first thing I did when I got there. And then at dinner, they had all these different food trucks at the venue. So I'll tell you, I was in Buffalo, New York, at this place called the Outer Harbor or Terminal B. We don't have anything like that where I live. And so it was wonderful. Like the aesthetics of Outer B, I loved it. I was near Lake Erie, like they said it's literally on the lake. But it was so black out there, y'all. I couldn't see no water. I could not see the water. I could see, like I knew like my peripheral was like, yeah, the water's over there somewhere. Because when I turned that way, I could smell it. But I just looked over there and I saw like super darkness, which also like, for me, I'm like, yeah, it must be water because it's too dark. And in the nighttime sky, the night sky blends in with the water, so it's just like this blackness. You can't see like where the water would begin, where the sky would end. So I just knew the water was like over there somewhere, but I was intrigued by the fact that it was so dang on dark I could not even see over there. So I wasn't trying to venture over there, but the outdoor stage was really lit and set up. They had a lot of grassy area, which also reminded me like of this area, another area that I go to. It's called CMAC, and it's an outdoor place. And so I'm like, oh, it's kind of like CMAC, but bigger and better. And so, no offense to you, CMAC, I love CMAC, but I was just like, wow. And they have like all these food trucks out there instead of you going to concession stands. And so, and the food trucks were different from the food trucks where I live. And so, I'm a Presbyterian. So I went and found me a food truck that had some seafood. And yeah. So the concert was great. But what I'm saying is, when I woke up the next day, y'all, bad leg, bad knee is swollen still, but it was a balloon. And so I woke up, could not even walk. And I was just like, not crying, because it's something I've been dealing with for since I was 33. But it's annoying at this point, right? When these things happen, I feel annoyed. And I'm just like, oh, come on, man. But I'm here and I'm walking. And I just wanted to tell you that it was a nice show. T-Pain, he did his thing, y'all. Like, for him to be, because I'm pretty sure he's like around my age or maybe older. He had nice little moves. He had some nice dancers and did great. I love the band. His performance, he was on stage, I feel like 45 minutes to almost an hour, which is really good because, man, I've been to shows where I paid a lot of money for a person to run on stage and run back off in 15 minutes. And I was looking like, hey, wait, get your butt back out here. I expected more from you. But this concert was great. He had an outfit change. And like I said, he really was giving a show. He was really happy. And I guess, like I had, like, did like a little bit of background into like him coming to Buffalo. And he said, like, I guess there was this time where his career was like not the greatest, and he had came to Buffalo, and I think they sold out his show, and it made him really happy, and then like maybe boosted his ego from where he was at. So he felt the need to come back to Buffalo and show love, and it was clear he had love for the Buffalo, and the Buffalo sure had love for him. And even though I'm at a concert, y'all, how many people was there with Buffalo Bill clothes on? I was looking like, geez, y'all some real Bill heads. It's not even Sunday. I'm not that into football. I used to be, and I used to play football when I was younger. So I'm not knocking people who be like into football. But I was just looking like, it's not Sunday. And I mean, like, they had on like the shirts, the hats, you know, they had colorful sneakers. I mean, red, white, and blue down. Red, white, and blue down. I was just like, y'all get it. I think it's funny, you know, how engrossed people get into those type of things. But ultimately, I'll tell you this. If it keeps you in a good mood and it keeps your spirits uplifted, I say go for it. You know, just don't. Too much of anything could be a bad thing, right? And I even talk about that as far as food. Too much of a good thing could be a bad thing. Now, when we talk about like eating a plethora of vegetables and stuff, I don't think that actually applies to that. Because veggies are so low in calories, you can eat so much of it. Now, let me do say, that's at the base, just the veggies. When you start adding stuff to it, well, yeah, it's going to change the caloric count of it, and so you need to keep that part in mind. But currently, I'm back to not eating a whole bunch of sweets. So this weekend, I feel like I did eat some, but in comparison to how I would have done it before, I feel like I did really good. Like really, really good. And my son gifted me like this, let me tell you about this in a second after I tell you. He gifted me a box of J. Roger chocolates. And I don't know if you know what J. Roger is. And so they got like the white ones called Raffaello. And then they got the brown ones in the gold wrapper, which is the ones that most people see. And then it had like this other kind, I forgot what that one was called, but it was like a dark chocolate. They were all delicious. There's so many in there, y'all. And I'm looking like, you know, you don't want to seem ungrateful for my gift. But I'm thinking to myself, son, please, don't give me sweets. You know your mommy is working on herself. So what I did was I took them with me to share alike. And I still have some. So I've only been eating a little bit every day since Friday. So, and I shared some, and I still got some left. So I feel like I'm doing really good because old me could have ate like that whole thing in one day. And there's like over 10 in here, y'all. And so I'm happy. Like I've been eating on this thing probably, I think it gave to me Thursday. And so it's like Thursday to now. And I still have it. I'm like so happy. I'm so proud of myself. And then last night, after I had ate my dinner, I kind of had a sweet tooth. And Norma, you popped in my mind. You popped in my mind. And I just can hear you saying, I just eat one and done. And so I went in there and there was like these little mini brownies. And so I was like, let's one and done this and get out of here. So I took my one, gave little two, and I was gone. And I felt satiated. Like sometimes I don't. But yesterday I did. That one little brownie was all I needed. And I did not feel the need to overindulge in chocolate. So I can tell that my body is moving back to not needing or wanting or craving as many sweets as it does in the past. Every day now I'm drinking my green tea. Today I'm about to have a cup of green and peppermint tea after this walk. And I tell you, I don't put anything in my tea, y'all. Learn to drink it black. Like you drink coffee black. And I know, right? Go say this. I know in your mind you're like, sweet, what? No. Yes, babe. Yes. You know why? Because all the little things that we do to our food, it's those little things, y'all, that pile on the excess calories you don't think about, right? Because tea in of itself has zero calories. However, when you add your honey, if you add your sugar, if you're the type of person that wants to put creamer, those things add calories to a 0-calorie drink. So, my suggestion to you is to go out and buy some tea or buy flavors that are tasteful, that don't need sugar. So for me, green tea with lemon, I can do that. I have a green tea with lemon pack from Lipton, and then I also have a peppermint pack from Bowl Right. So it's like a Shop Right brand. So that's what I'm gonna drink. But also I drink hibiscus, I drink dandelion tea, and these things for me, like at the beginning, right? I'm gonna be real honest. At the beginning, it freaking sucked, right? Because I was the type of person that I loved honey in my tea. I had evolved past sugar a long time ago. I was a honey girl. And then I evolved to agave nectar, which is better. But I used agave nectar to get myself off of honey. And then from the agave, I was able to use go cold turkey. So I still do use agave, but really, y'all, very sparingly. The times when I do go to get agave, sometimes I can't use it because the family has used it all. But guess what? Sometimes that's a good thing because I want my 0-calorie drinks. I prefer to eat my calories versus drink my calories. And when you add all that other stuff into your tea, you add all that other stuff into your coffee, if you even like need to add additives to your water, right? Because I know people who are like, oh, water's nasty. I need to add something to it. But just think. And I know like some of the things you can add to water got like 0 calories, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm allergic to that stuff. I got food allergies. They give me migraines. I can't do that. I can drink water straight. But also, if you want to add something to your water, just put a slice of lemon in it. Put a slice of lime. Put some real fruit in your water. If you want to make it sweet, just stop using those different additives. Go more natural. This is the path that we are working toward because guess what? Guess what you got? A natural body. Your natural body wants you to put natural whole foods inside of it. So yeah. And also I will tell people this who have a problem taking in water. Drink tea. Because besides the tea, mostly it's just water. And so you need to make sure you get your water intake in. And yes, put some fruit in there. I mean, like, if you want to put a grape, slice the grape so that the juices from the grape can infuse inside your water. Or you can get one of those water containers, which I used to have, where you can put a bunch of fruit inside of it, and then it'll go in your water so that your fruit can infuse in that way, but you don't get like you don't get the actual fruit in your water. So many ways to make your water sweet. Also, you can infuse your teas like that as well to make your tea sweet. You can infuse it with real fruit. Listen, you don't need them sugars. You can have 0-calorie drinks and enjoy them. Now, I will remember, I did treat myself, well, my son treated me last night to a cherry ginger ale, but I've only been drinking ginger ale sparingly because people been getting sick, y'all. And I don't play that. I'm trying to stay healthy as possible. So what I'm doing is immune boosting things like drinking my tea, taking in elderberry juice, elderberry shots, those immune booster shots, those little drinks you can buy like at Walmart and stuff like that. Get those, and also Wegmans sells them. So that's like one of the grocery stores where I live. But go and check your grocery store. They got these drinks. They're called like immune boosting shots. They have like turmeric in them, ginger. You can also make your own. Let me not forget that. You can definitely also make your own. And then you can make enough for like a couple days and store it. But now is the time, family. You gotta be giving your body these immune boosters, because we're going into flu season, we're going into COVID season, we're going into sinus allergies, who knows what else. But for up here in the north in the fall, this is when we really have to hone in on this type of stuff. And so yeah, as I saw my family start falling, I nipped that in the bud. 2 people fell, and that was it. It's a family of 5 over here. 2 people fell. Boy, that was like, ho. Hold on, girl. Sweet, we gotta go look around. First thing, get me some ginger ale. Everybody drink some. Yep, that's what I said, that's what I did. And the rest of us were fine. So this is the season. Go ahead and start stacking up on your cough drops, your cold medicines. You don't want to wait until, like, everybody's getting sick, because when you go into the store to get what you need, you don't have it. And they don't have it. But also, I always implore you to look the natural route. Go the natural route for the things that you need. You can go and find recipes for natural cough syrup and stuff like that. That way you know exactly what you're putting in your body. And your body will thank you for all this stuff. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, as we walk to lose the fluff, we have to change our mindset, family. The mindset that we had that allowed us to feel it was okay to go out of control. Yeah, I'm going to say it like that. Because when you think about what it was that you was putting into your body, there were many days when you said to yourself, I could save some of this for later. But it was so delicious. You didn't want to stop. You have to be honest. That's what I say. We got to come to the truth table. You don't got to put it in my comments. Have the conversation with yourself. That way, you can be more successful moving forward. We're here to change the mindset that we had that held us back from the things we wanted, and change to a mindset that's going to allow us to be more fluff free and to keep the fluff off. Because it's not just about losing the fluff, right? We want to keep it off. And the best way to recognize that moving forward is we have to change our mindset. We have to change the mindset from what it was that we had, that we were doing, that we allowed ourselves to spiral and get to the place where we're now working to get back to better health. But never knock it, right? Because in this moment, here you are working towards better health. And every day is a new day and a new opportunity to work on yourself. So, clap it up, family. Don't be sad. Thinking about, oh, I have done all this. Yeah, you did. It happened. And this is where we are now. Working on ourselves every day in every possible way that we can to be better. You know what? When you give up, when you sit on that couch and you decide to eat and not work out and not do the things that you know your body needs, right? Like, your body needs to move. You know it. You know your body needs balance. You know that in every aspect of your life, when you can find the medium, that part that balances it out, how smooth everything is. And it's okay, right? We're going to admit we got off track. But right now, on this day, in this space, we are actively working to get back on track. That's where we're at. Let's cool it down, family. Whew. Thank you for walking with me. I can't do no low impact workouts because, well, T-Pain, he took the best of what I had. But I've been putting warm compresses on my leg. And so I'm working for some low impact workouts to come later in the week once I can get the swelling down. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go and grab our ankles. Let's go diving. Let's go down slowly, slowly, slowly to get to your ankles. Now grab them. Arch your back. Your knees should be straight. And let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring it back to the top. Okay, if you're still here, this is the end of my birthday walk. I just want to thank you so much for coming and walking with me and joining me as I'm on my journey to better health. And I love that we are working on this together. Remember, nobody has the recipe, the total recipe to what makes a perfect life. But that's why we're all here, because we are all on our own path, our own journey to figure that out. But for me, what I realized is that when we work towards creating a balance in every aspect of our life, that's where we most thrive. And we need to get our health in balance, and that's what we're doing. So I'm thanking you so much for joining me. Thank you for working on yourself, because we all deserve to be the best version of ourselves. I hope to see you again tomorrow. You take care of yourselves, and remember, giving up on yourself is never an option. Never, 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 family. I'll see y'all next time.